Okay student, we discussed about kingdom Monera and its example Bacteria. Now we will discuss the second kingdom, kingdom Protista. We will discuss its characteristics and we will discuss three examples, Amoeba, Paramecium and Euglena. Now what are the main characteristics of kingdom Protista? We studied about Monera that they are unicellular or single cell. Now this is somewhat more advanced group than Monera. Why? Because these include organisms which can be unicellular or multicellular both. And then these organisms have the property of being autotrophic or heterotrophic. What is meant by autotrophic? Auto means self, trophic means nutrition or food. What is meant by heterotrophic? Hetero means different, trophic means nutrition or food. Means they are autotrophic. They can also prepare their own food like plants containing chlorophyll. They can be like plants, having property like plants and being autotrophic. And they can also include organisms which are heterotrophic. They cannot prepare their own food and take food from other living things or living organisms. So these have both the characteristic properties of plants and animals. Now what are its main examples? Amoeba, Paramecium and Euglena. Now first of all we study about amoeba. You can see the diagram. Amoeba is somewhat like that. It is single celled. What is its characteristic? It is single celled. Where does it live? It lives in water. And what does it eat? How does it eat? It eats by wrapping itself around its food. Wrapping itself means when it takes the food, it engulfs the food and it traps the food in itself, and then it wraps itself around the food and then just absorb that food into its cell membrane. Then comes towards Paramecium. What are the characteristics of Paramecium? Paramecium is covered with cilia. What is cilia? Cilia you can see here. I wrote cilia are basically tiny small hairs. You can see on the diagram the round small tiny hairs, they are known as cilia. Now what is the function of cilia? Cilia helps in movement or swimming. When it also lives in water, Paramecium, so it moves. Cilia helps in movement or you can say swimming. Then come towards Euglena. Euglena is a protist as it is included in Protista. So it is a strange kind of protist. Why it is strange? It is strange because it has an eye spot. You can see in the diagram the round dot, that is somewhat eye spot. What is the function of this eye spot? Eye spot which can differentiate between light and shade. The function of eye spot is when it lives in water or any other place. So what does it, how the eye spot help? The Euglena that can detect the area where is so much light, or it can detect the area where there is too much dark. So it can move according to its choice depending upon the light and dark area. Now what is its third property? It takes food from sunlight. They prepare their food from sunlight, and you can see that upper part, that is somewhat flagella. Flagella is like the cilia helps Paramecium in movement. Such is the case of flagella in Euglena which helps in movement. Okay students, we discussed three examples of kingdom Protista. That was amoeba, Paramecium and Euglena. Now we will discuss algae. Algae is also included in kingdom Protista. And what are its characteristics? Algae are eukaryotes. Now what is meant by eukaryotes? That is, eu means true and karyon means nucleus. Means these organisms, that is algae or any organisms included in kingdom Protista, they have true nucleus, means proper nucleus. Algae lives in water, of course, that we know that they live in water, and they also live in damp places. Damp places means wet places. They are mostly present in surface layers of sea and lakes. Like in sea, that is you can say at the border side of the sea, and at lakes they are present on the surface layers. You may have noticed that green in color, that big large masses they are basically the algae. They are present in different water bodies, that is sea and lake. Some examples of algae, they are Chlorococcum, Chlamydomonas, Volvox, Spirogyra and seaweeds. We will discuss these 5 examples one by one in short form. Number first is Chlorococcum. They are single celled protists, means they are made up of one cell. They have porous body, you can see over there, they have porous body. And where does they live? They live in trees and damp walls. Means such type of algae, they exist on trees. Trees means they are the bottom of the trees, that is the stem, you can say, they cover the stem of the tree. And then the damp walls, such walls where there is so much moisture, or you can say so much humidity, so these walls, they are covered with such type of algae. Then come with Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas are also single celled, and where they did live? They swims in water, or they live in water. You can see the Euglena, there are flagella, that 2 strands you can see. They flagella, they help in movement of Chlamydomonas, and they have well developed nucleus, you can see. Okay, then come with Volvox. What is Volvox? Volvox is a single celled algae. Where does it live? It lives in colonies, means groups. They live in colonies. Colonies means they are not living as a separate, they live with each other, they live in groups. You can see that somewhat 5 Volvox, they are living in colony or groups, and they move freely. Okay students, we discussed about the Chlamydomonas, Chlorococcum, and now we'll discuss about Spirogyra and seaweeds. These are included in kingdom Protista. Now what are the characteristics of Spirogyra? It is an algae, the name of algae. It is multicellular and it has a flat body, you can see like this flat body, and it exists in large big flat bodies. Now they do not move at all, that is they stick to one place. Now you have studied before the 2 Chlamydomonas and Chlorococcum that they were single celled. Here they are multicellular, so you can see that they are included in kingdom Protista, and kingdom Protista includes both unicellular and multicellular organisms. Now come towards seaweeds. What are seaweeds? They are basically algae, but they look like plants. They are multicellular. They exist in different shapes, sizes and colors, but basically they are in green in color. They are edible. Edible means they are eatable. They are such type of algae which can be eaten.